It's a beautiful crisp morning. It's a lot colder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, especially at night. It was really
at night it's going to get really cold out there.
I think so.
So there's many different trails you can take in the region. There's not one set route. We're going to just pick the one that looks good, and we'll see how we go with it. Let's do it! Woo! Alright, so this rail crossing behind me is basically where you want to head to get out of town. The way that we're going anyway. Hopefully, at some point soon, we can get off this road and get into some rice terraces. That'd be nice. So we're for about an hour and a half in. We've tried to stick away from the road, but it just keeps pulling us back. And as you can see, the road is not really a road, it's basically a dirt trail anyway. The way the tour guides run is around, all the way around there, which adds another 15 kilometers. It is the other side of the river, exactly. This valley just opened up before us and there's trails everywhere. Absolutely stunning. Minglaba. Right, so we're probably about 3 hours in. As you can see, we got the beautiful rice terraces. Got the boys working hard on double time today. And now we're sort of in the middle of nowhere and it's great. I was hoping this trek would be somewhat intrepid. A little bit of danger. Get lost and, you know what I mean, have to work our way out of it. I know Erica wasn't hoping for that, but I was sort of hoping for a bit of danger, but I don't think we're gonna get it. This is a bit intrepid. Off the beaten track now. Ah, fuck. Yeah, I'm all good.
We are 2 kilometers away from Lamine.
I think that's our toilet paper for the night. They must have heard I was coming.
Minglaba.
So we finally found accommodation. Not as easy as I thought it was going to be. It took us ages.
Took us an hour.
Took us an hour.
Walking around.
No one spoke English. We were asking people, like, sleep, and then pointing up the road. And
yeah, not too many people were about that we could ask either. So now that we've found one, the guy says he has friends in the other places that, or in the next place that he could call up for us. So
give him a buzz there, for sure. It's pretty humble, but it's good. We're gonna have a grand
We'll have dinner and have a shower at our nice little well shower over here.
Day 1 done.
2 both for me. Oh, for both of us.
Oh, thank you.
That's very kind. You can take this one back. You want to share? No.
Thank you.
It's very nice. You want the tea? No? Okay.
Châu tu đam nha e u kra tu đam dư.
Bye-bye.
À đâu phải hơ bộ.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Day 2.
It cost us 15,000 chats per person.
That was breakfast or lunch when we arrived, and dinner and breakfast in the morning, and a room.
It wasn't easy to find. There's no signage of any sort of accommodation available or anything like that. So you don't want to be getting here at like, you know, when the sun's setting or anything, because you might struggle to find something.
Yeah.
And I guess this is where a guide would come in handy. Right now we're back onto like the actual trail. So this is all trail, there's not much road. It should take us about, I don't know, 5 hours or so. We're currently in the dry season. It's quite barrenness really, but I think if you came here in the just after the rainy season, which is October and November, all these rice terraces behind me would be luscious and green and beautiful.
But you might get mosquitoes in exchange.
You might get mosquitoes, it's gonna be a lot busier, so there's plenty of trade-offs, but it's still nice, you know. It's fucking beautiful. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. That's a lie, you're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life.
Starlight.
I'm joking. It's really nice walking through these little villages, hey?
Definitely.
People out and about working.
Yeah, everyone's working, everyone's doing something.
Yeah, I've also noticed on the trail, those little pink dots, that'll sort of guide you in the right direction.
Yeah.
General.
Over here.
There's another one. Oh, there we go. About 3 hours in. We haven't seen any trekkers today. We've had the whole track to ourselves. We're just sharing the track with the locals. And they're so hard at work, aren't they? Mm-hmm. They're just all in the fields. All the little kids are just like picking things as well, trying to be a part of it. And we were speaking to the guest house owner last night, and he said everyone sort of gets together as a community to build houses and harvest the crops and all that sort of stuff, which is cool, you know. Honestly, you can't really consider it hiking if you're not straying away from the track and getting lost in the bush. Am I right? There's the trail. That's how far away we are. Alright, we made it, part 2. It's been a long day, hasn't it? 6 hours walking in the sun, but we're here. Now we're going to find some guest houses. Our accommodation is modest as hell. It's literally just a bamboo hut.
Jisu thank you. Yeah. Sim big big sim tum kak bro. I won't con on Wembley.
Last night's sleep was it was very rustic. It's probably the most rustic sleep I've ever had. There was bloody rats crawling on the wall behind me. We were sleeping above buffalo that were snoring all night.
We were sharing our floor with a family on the other side of the
Sleeping,
wall.
yeah, sleeping. Yeah, baby in there. It was crazy. It was good though. I actually had a really good sleep. I got 8 hours sleep. I'm broken. Off to Inn Dein today. That's our last location.
Yes.
From Inn Dein, we're going to catch a ferry into Nang Shui, 17 kilometers. Let's get it done. Oh, we're just coming up to the Inle Lake toll booth, which is where you buy a permit for the Inle Lake region. And this is the only permit you need for the trek. Alright, so we just got our permit for Inle Lake, and I rocked up to the toll booth. Eric didn't tell me this, but my lungi was undone and my old fella was hanging out. I don't know how
Your
long.
bag had clipped some of it too, yeah. So there was a big opening right where it counted.
Maybe it was a little opening. Either way, it was an opening. I don't know how long it was like that for.
Not for long, I think.
He looked a bit sheepish, didn't he? He didn't look like his normal self.
Yeah.
Oh well, onwards and upwards. Well, what do you reckon of my lungi? It's pretty much like a mini skirt, eh?
Looks like a kilt the way you're wearing it now.
But some days when I hike, I like just chilling, relaxing. But if I get in the lead for the day, head of the pack, I feel like it's hard to. I don't want to lose the lead, you know. I want to win. So we just had a look at the map, and pretty much this dusty road is what the end of the track is like to Inn Dein for the last pretty much 10 kilometers. There is a path just to the left of us, but that's what, 50 meters off the road, so it's neither here nor there really.
Just hanging with the cows on the big road.
Just chilling with the cows. Where are we?
Inn Dein.
Alright, so we've got our boat booked. Did not take any time at all, like what, 5 minutes?
Yeah.
We're paying 25,000 for a boat to Nang Shui from Inn Dein. Honestly, this boat ride is sick, eh? It's been one of the highlights so far, actually. town. It's very, very touristy here actually. Now we're just going to find our accommodation. Yeah. That's a bit fancy. Alright, this is us. Let's do a little recap
Of the trek.
of the trek. By the way, I got burnt to an absolute crisp. I feel like a British backpacker and I look like one too. I might even sound like one too, isn't it what? No, so
Overview.
So-
So overview, what I thought, and I've read this before, don't do it for the views. I think, you know, there's much nicer mountain vistas that you can find trekking in other places around the world.
For sure.
I think the main experience here is going through the villages and interacting with the little kids that come up to you and want to give you high fives and little flowers and just kind of experiencing real authentic agriculture life in the village in Myanmar, and that was really nice.
yeah.
It definitely would be a different experience with a guide. We were pretty glued to Maps.me in some sections, trying to figure out which fork in the road, which direction the fork in the road to take. They probably know of some side treks that you can do and little
Yeah.
trails to take.
You're going to learn a little bit more about the Myanmar culture.
Yeah, I think so. More about the country, more about the people who you're
all that sort
staying
of
with.
stuff. And there's less of a hassle with finding accommodation. And you know, last night we were at a place and we were having our little dinner outside on a plastic table, and this tour group was inside, and they had like candles lit.
Yeah, they had the
Fire.
VIP experience.
Yeah,
and
there was
we
all
were-
like there was some different food in those meals as well.
You think so?
Yeah, and they were sleeping inside like on the
Like
second
a
story.
concrete building versus
Concrete
we were in a
building, we'll sleep-
bamboo hut
Bamboo
with
hut
the animals.
with the animals.
With
We
the-
slept in a barn last night. Seriously.
The animals below us and the homestay family next to us, like in
Yeah.
a separate room. So
It was interesting. I'm glad that we were in like a hotel tonight and stuff. But you
Yeah.
know, as coming back to what you said before, definitely don't do this hike for the views. Do it for the experience.
Yeah.
But if you do it in the rainy season, the views will be a lot better. So just after the rainy season.
on that note,
If you like this video, please subscribe. Hit that little bell button. You know what? Smash the bell button. This is what all the YouTubers say these days. This little
smash it.
the lingo. You gotta smash that like button. Erica has a blog. It's called Erica's Travel Ventures, and it's got some really cool stuff on there. So head over there and check that out. And that's that. Peace.